Hello, this is FG, back with EU4 Anbennar, continuing on with the Aemion campaign, picking up roughly where we left off. I forgot to take a save, and I didn't flip. Yeah, I'll take the money. Build a couple of production buildings. Do as they wish. Alright. Alrighty. Elections. It's 11. And also 11. This one's a little bit better. Leave our governors where they are. This guy is same. That's rough. Happiness. Take the money. Call diplomat. Alright. I also accepted the Calavendi culture just to make conversion a little bit easier. And I might also, yeah, let's go with Enforced Unity of Faith. Convert the savages. Let me build a spy network on those guys. Alright. Come this way. We need 300 Diplo power. And then we will be happy. Claire, Kotar, whatever. Alright. Naval tradition is not quite high enough to be getting our unique type of ships. The Keonii do have a unique type of galley. Alright. Yeah, I need the corruption. Alright, I need to get rid of the corruption. Because currently it's not great, because apparently years of psychotically intense conquest of an entire subcontinent is apparently not great for your government. Let's take that. Alright, we did not get... We only got a trade ship out of that, which is unfortunate. Right. And go like that. And we can start pouring this. Alright, declare war. Just so there's no chance of Elisna, or I guess the Jaharian exemplars, doing anything. Yeah, Jaharian exemplars, I think they were probably like the 3rd or 4th nation I ever played in Anbennar. They have a mission tree. It certainly exists. I wouldn't consider it particularly good. In fact, it's actually getting reworked, so I guess the developers kind of agreed that it's not great. Alright, these guys need to go protect trade in Aemion. Alright, and get united diplomacy. The Etchate League stands along comrade borders, fights with common tactics, and champions the same cause. The only thing left is to unify our efforts diplomatically once and for all. Naturally, as the largest member of the League, we are the one best suited to lead this common effort, and under our guidance, the two compatriots will share in our glory. Alright, and we have a 4 on this. Send those guys right there. We want to improve relations with them. And divert trade. Placate them and then improve relations. Alright, we should be making a good amount of money now. Yes! Loads of money. Food gets produced. Goes from 25 to 29. Alright. We can build tax buildings. Getting more conversions done every single day. I wanted that land. Taychend hero cult. Forgot to put a general on that army. Alright. Tolerance for all. Oh, that's good. Makes people slightly less upset with us. Question of love. Alright. It must be a plutocratic idea thing. Now we have these three cultures all accepted, so they're easy to create. Alright, so what do we need for this? Rakutai area. That's okay. I cannot take that. Traveling minstrel, yes, give me the admin. Attack. And then I really want to just take all of this. Those guys will probably rise up very soon. Taychend, Taychend guys. Oh, that's not very nice. Hurrah, more conversions. I obviously want to put down the missionary strength. I need these guys to be a vassal anyways. Yeah, I'm gonna make them a vassal. Do I have enough 75 prestige? Yeah. need to do. There we are. Golden agriculture, wonderful. Taxes and then really don't want that corruption. Unrelenting Valor. Yodii. Yeah, we'll go with Shield of the People. Meetings, you need to give this to them. You need to give this to them. Alright. Got a couple trade buildings as well. Continuing to dominate trade here. Another conversion, good. And both of these over to them. And this over to them. Another deal with those rebels. Let's do 2 on improving relations with our subjects. Cult of the Old Sun. The zealots must be pushed back into the dark. Where's the Ordinary Center of Reformation? Alright. Convert whatever then. Taychend is a massive place, tens of millions calling its lands home even in the most chaotic periods. The Taychendi are a warlike people, always ready to mobilize and march off to war. This combination may ruin us, swallow our army's soul as our technological and tactical advantage wanes, or if we are smart, it may propel us yet further. An important minority of the Taychendi are gradually taking to canonization. By inducting these into special auxiliary regiments loyal to Aemion and isolated from their peers by their affiliation with us, we can raise a massive force to defend our territory and bolster our field armies. Already, the Strator are calling these new soldiers the Fortisetropy. And we get Secure the South. From Cortamuan to Vul's Tivand, our banner flies and civilization is being built. Now we must consolidate our rule here, for we must not leave our backs open to dissidents in a conquered land. Once the consolidation is finished, we will march north and continue what Oscaris and his brave soldiers started. Southeast Amateur Post C. Let's combat with 26, 24. Need 2 new cities. Where does it want me to build a house of worship? Right here, of course. No, there is not a development cost, which is good. So I would have felt bad if there was. Yes. needs a workshop. I might as well go the distance and develop a new institution here. Titans of the Sea. Aemion should rule the waves. Alright. That allows us to build these two types of ships. And these are basically super galleys. That's the best way to describe them. We are now also an empire. Hurrah! What's our governing capacity like? Black iron chains turning white hot. I'll play the center of... They won't be able to convert Aemion, I don't think. Right, convert. We have to develop another province down in this area, which sucks. 20% of... Okay, we'll develop this one. More conversions. Where is our explorer? Alright. Now we can get Place of Exile. While the vast majority of the Taychendi have benefited from our rule, there are some who are adamant about their desire to rule themselves. Regardless of evidence to the contrary, they insist they would be better off without intervention. Those of Voltinbach have been more diplomatic and have offered a proposition. We shall fund and assist their efforts to settle an uninhabited island to the east, for which those discontented with our rule can exile themselves. While peculiar, having a place to put those with no hope of saving from their destructive ways may prove beneficial to the majority who remain here. It was an ingenious plan, one that involved learned philosophers and scholars of government could devise. If there were always to be those who would reject our rule and reject the value of Keonii civilization, why should we suffer their incessant whining and rebellious schemes? As in the realm of law, exile is more mortal than death, and so that shall be our solution. Already the first Taychendi settlers have arrived on the island, devoid of any form of civilization. Not even primal tribals wander across the trees and cliffs of this landmass. Here they will build a place for their values, however backwards to survive. Already they have established a government they believe mimics the last issued law code of Voltinbach. So long as this reserve exists, those foolhardy enough to challenge our rule on the mainland will have no allies to muster and will ultimately submit or come here. A containment zone for their barbarity. Crack down on them. looking good. Declare war. And we need 3 forts in this area. Build one here. Alrighty. And I now want to annex them. That will take 3 years. Shouldn't be too big of a deal. I need to stop that. We're gonna have to vassalize both of these guys. So we need subcontinent Taychend, alright. Star. Yeah, okay. Okay, wrong guy. Oh well, it's just money. Discipline, yes. finish the job against Warrenkara. Come on, I just hired them. Tech-wise, they're an unreformed nation, so they don't really get tech. Advancement effort. Advancement effort. And regions. Build a fort here. Come on. There we are. That guy's pretty good. That was mostly just to prove a point. Fuck those guys. Alright. We have a... yeah, we do have a historical rivalry. Care about their trade, actually. Right. A bunch more government buildings. Sloppy culprit. Yep. So, economy actions, issue an embargo on them. There they are. do new cities. As we continue our expansion into the lands once held by the Bashabar, our duty to bring prosperity to these lands comes with us. Where there was once scattered tribes, no different than those present when the Kaons first settled in the Nekus, there will stand new cities, centers of progress in the Devandi interior. As we continue to coax the Taychendi people away from their destructive deities, disbanding their cults and seizing temple lands, we have also begun enforcing our ways of the Keonii. Their farms, once organized into communal villages ruled by minor warlords, have been granted to Anben settlers and loyal collaborators on a hereditary basis. While irrigation has enabled their already mighty population to blossom, imposition of serfdom and thus controls on the internal movement has secured the countryside from bandits and rebels. Soon the Taychendi will know the gifts of Keone civilization. Alright, we're back to having 3. We also need... who else is in this place? Let's build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's build a flagship. Fleet engagement with trade power. Yeah. I think you know what we're gonna name the new flagship. I mean, there's really the only thing you can name it. These guys can trade in Aemion. These guys, this way, truce. 2 more years. Unfortunate. Production and manpower. Also should probably build a fort here after that's done converting. Let's put a couple more production buildings, a couple more of them. Oh, I already have the core. Alright. All of these can get the missionary strength, missionary strength, missionary strength. We should have enough to be able to pour all of this stuff up. Cars. Pretty sure that's how you spell it. Lascaris. Yeah, pretty sure that's right. 48 cannons on a galley. God damn. These guys can protect trade in Aemion. Yeah. Naval capacity is a little bit of a joke in this game. Aggressive expansion. Yeah. All right. Are we still the largest in the world? Yes, by quite a large margin too. Right. No, they can actually convert this. Oh. Well. Declare war with Conquest. Gonna subjugate these guys. What? That's interesting. Right. Make him my vassal. Can I just... I might just not help them. Alright, so for these guys, annex migratory tribe. Alright, easy peasy. And then from these guys... Yeah, that's all the army. Line across rolling hills. A line is drawn across Taychend. On one side, there is Larenkar, the would-be unifiers of Taychend. On the other side are we, the foreign interlopers meddling in their plans for domination. We both claim to fight for peace, and it is only we who can truly provide it. What makes us different is that Larenkar fights from within the framework of Taychendi barbarism. They do not hesitate to brutalize those who stand against them and ultimately seek only to enrich themselves. We do not need such petty goals. We will upend the warlords infesting these lands and establish a rule here worthy of the legacy of those who came before us. Alrighty. And now... I'm right here, and I can... missionary strength. And now I can some Alright, now can I convert this? And I want this and missionary strength. Alright, let's get rid of that. I don't want to deal with that war. Yeah, take this. So what does this give us? Yeah, that's pretty good. Rightful ownership. Alright, the western borders. Now I just got to annex these. Ameion. Watch sweeping reprisals. In not too long, we will have dealt with that. Okay, don't need that anymore. Can't actually manage to grab a province. I'm impressed. Dagakion is gone, which is nice, because they're like our big rival. Man, that's really funny. Efforts. And I'll go ahead and put that down. Tries to declare a war. It instantly do that. Calavanda region. Princes in the Larenkara Highlands region. there any chance of ever annexing them? I suspect not. Close to being done. I don't think there's anything else I can do. I don't want to give out religious culture because we have too many cultures. Finally get better troops. Yeah, we'll do that. Integration is a slow process. We will hand with missionary strength, missionary strength, missionary strength, just unity, religious unity, just unity. So that's just +3. So that should make converting this entire area quite easy. The western borders. It is Aemion's duty to pacify the Chendayan riders for good, but there are others who have also dedicated themselves to this task. The western border region of Taychend, the Garati, is home to various cities which have spent centuries dealing with the Chendayans. Perhaps it is time to tend to this frontier and get a leg up on our fight to secure the steppes. Vanguard of Taychend. Every people in the state bordering the Chendaya knows it as the sprawling ground of dread raiders who surge from the steppe riding big cats, bring destruction upon all. Certainly, Radbakai's bloodcloaks see the Chendayans themselves as nothing more than thieves and bandits, but we know that there is potential in all people. But we know there, if uncultivated. Perhaps the bloodcloaks who prefer to be the vanguard of Taychend can be the stick to our carrot, and we can bring some more Chendayans on board with our vision? So we would get that for 40 years. Alright. Yeah, we can afford to have 2 at one time. The Urban Warlords. Send in the army to re-establish order. We will sponsor City Watch to curb the gang's power. Where are they? We want to seize that province. This is a bad idea, but I don't really care. Do we still have... Yes, we do. Alright, tech-wise, we are behind, but not by that much. Place them all. This guy is Lascaris' Creed. Alright. Yeah, got that. These all get that. Really wish there was a... actually, never mind. There is kind of a way to leave them in place. It's just difficult, or you don't get to control everything quite as much. Missionary strength. Tax modifier. I can afford to lose some Republican tradition. Oranaru expands. More trouble. Alright, let's go. Last of the Oranaru provinces. What else can I do? Children of the Valley. Need to build some courthouses. Peace through coexistence. Alright, now start religious unity. That. Now just a tad over governing capacity, but we have basically an entire subcontinent under our control, which is wonderful. We have 3 oarsmen. Let's move these over here. We should have avoided the ordinary disaster. I hope. Again, every bit of stability is a little bit extra conversion strength. Missionary strength, sorry. These guys need to drill. Once this is done, I'm going to hand provinces and these two provinces back. Whatever, like that. Okay. Now we can this province. Now they should be less upset with us. Alright, now we're just one tech behind on everything, but we do have the institution, so it is not a huge problem. I'm gonna start drilling. Ooh, good, we got a bunch of sites. Development cost. Good, more conversions. Alright, buildings. These. Alright. Let's build one more. Right. Here, fill in their capital. Alright, I'm gonna take that off. Looking very good. I'm going to pause the recording and come back when something interesting has happened. And now click the closing of the cycle. The cycle of warlords inherent to all Taychendi history, conquest, consolidation, and collapse will continue to occur so long as multiple independent realms exist in Taychend. Though much of the war-torn land is now under our rule, northern Taychend still remains under the control of warlords. Though we know it to be baseless superstition, already many among the Taychendi believe that our victory is predestined, that we will end the cycle of glory for good, ushering in a new world of order. Perhaps they are right in that last conviction. Soon we will put an end to the state of affairs and in the end finish what Lascaris started. Finishing Lascaris' ambition. As we reorganize our forces to complete the unification of Taychend, a familiar name has risen through the ranks. Kelendas Lascaris, a descendant of Lascaris the Conqueror, has emerged as a formidable commander of the Aemion forces and professes an eagerness to complete what his ancestor has started in these lands. The House of the Conqueror has been a constant, if sidelined, presence in Anbennar politics since Lascaris' death. As Moliost fear over another potential monarchist revolt have stymied their ambitions. Nonetheless, Calendus's skills are comparable to that of his forebear, so perhaps he may prove himself to be a conqueror yet. Alright. Rivers of Taychend. For most of the many centuries since the ruin, Kalenvand has been the heartland of Taychendi civilization, home to imposing cities, cultural wonders, and sprawling kingdoms. This region contains the highest concentration of relics within Taychend, littered as it is with precursor ruins, the famous magnificent city of Narunakar chief among them. If we pacify and Kaonize the Kalavend, it will surely become one of the centers of our empire. Its rich fields protected and cultivated by Keonii laws, all we must do is conquer it. The City of Destiny. The city of Narunakar embodies the words monolithic, gargantuan, monumental, labyrinthine, magnificent. The largest surviving city of the precursors, its smooth stone towers have become choked by not only green vines but by slum housing and the Taychendi temples, built up inside and around them. The city has nearly 1 million living within its walls for millennium, and it shows. In Narunakar, the immortal order of the precursor and ramshackle chaos of the Taychendi blend together. But the city of Neakara, renewed, rejuvenated, reclaimed, will embody the spirit of elvenkind itself. Keonized in structure and soul, the wood and salvaged steel slums will be replaced with rows of whitewashed tenements and stone temples with marble philosophical schools and tombs of great statesmen. The old structures cleared, restored to their former beauty. In Neakara, the spirit and soul of Aemion, our legacy and our guiding philosophy, will shine beacon-like over our empire as its beating heart as the great eastern Kaon and our new capital. Kalendas Lascaris has retired to the city, dedicating himself to shepherding the process of fulfilling his ancestors' legacy. In the meantime, there is much to be done. The city that Lascaris once looked upon will soon be no more. In its place, his vision of what could be will be fulfilled. Alright. Regional capital, and it will become Kellyren. I forgot to do this. The Ways of the West. Need a house of worship right here. Into that. And then we go out. Just culture. Agricultural food. And we gotta do that. Power and protection. And so they are getting at least. Right. What can we do next? Children of the Valley. Let me recall this one, abandon that. Yes, our ships are doing that once again. Action, issue an embargo against them. Ways of the West. The Taychendi refer to us as the West, and the Taychendi who have adopted our customs proudly style themselves as Kellyren, Westerners. The preservation of the Kaons in the face of Armageddon has established them as the truest conservation of what came before it. And as the Taychendi tore each other apart, we Keonii set out to rebuild this world. We have honed this craft over centuries, and now, in the face of the ruins of Taychend, we have the expertise to restore these lands to the glory that once existed here. We may be from their west, but with our guidance, they will someday be the people pushing outward to rebuild in another direction and truly be Kellyren. A merchant watches as his cargo is unloaded, eager to see his work off and vote in the city election. A Fortiseptri stands guard outside the general's chamber, safe in the knowledge that he shares the grand designs of his officer's homeland. A philosopher debates another, stuns his foe with arguments drawn from millennia of strife and conflict, the wisdom of those who once stumbled. A landowner dines with a settler's family, noting the way they look askance at his blonde hair, despite the fact that his skin is only a shade of blue away from theirs. Since Lascaris led his soldiers into Taychend, Anbennar rule has relied on Taychendi collaborators, people who, even if they did not believe in Kaonization, acquiesced to Aemion's rule, upheld their laws, and as time went on, and they began to value security over cultural liberty, began to place their faith not in the gods, but in the elven mind, in reason. These collaborators began to wear Keonii clothing, speak the Keonii language, and adopt Keonii philosophy, and marry Keonii women, granting their children the rune-marked teal skin of their subjugators. The latter isn't a requirement for joining Kellyren yet, though there are those in the Syncletos who would like it to be. There are many Anben settlers and officials, general administrators, who view this Keonii's class with suspicion, question if they truly hold Aemion's ideas in their heart, and if they can truly become Keonii. The Kellyren, however, already know the answer. They give their all on the battlefield as Fortisepti, fill Aemion's coffers and granary as landowners and merchants, vote in the local election as citizens of their Epida. In every way, those who were once Taychendi have finally taken up the vital place in Aemion's empire, whether the Anben like it or not. Alright. Hypothetically, what if we influence them? Take that. I don't know if this is supposed to happen naturally now, or what. influence them and annex them. Peace. Excellent. Alright, that should allow us to this, placate local rulers. Give them a province. The last free port. We are going to have this. Religious ideas. Need a new. Yes, there they are. Trade efficiency. I would like Army's advisor. And that. You're now ahead of time on military, and we can happily take provinces, or happily take ideas, I mean. It's gonna be annoying. Also push down Warrenkar's Liberty Desire, hopefully. Integration is a slow process. Indeed it is. We're still making money. Still upset with us. Siege. Really wish I could help them colonize. Love of the devoted. That, and I want to grant these guys this province, pay off their debt as well. Taychend. Let's get some of these done first, and then we'll start building stuff for that. Have to accept it. More trouble. Damn. Alright. We need to build a roof of Taychend. No barrels. Development, as well as caravan power. Alright, that's good. Combat width is 27. Let's go with 28. 6 cannons. That's good. That was a bad idea, I guess. Alright, I am going to end this episode here. I want to thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and have a good day.